The age of exploration began in 1400 and lasted 400 years until 1800. The Portuguese and Spanish explorers were the first to travel the world looking for religious conquest, gold, and glory. Bartolomeu Diaz, 1487 to 1488. The first of the Portuguese to travel the world was Bartolomeu Diaz in 1487. He was the first to go around the Cape of Good Hope by sea.
Vasco da Gama, 1497 to 1498. Vasco da Gama followed Diaz's route around the Cape of Good Hope, then cut across the Indian Ocean to India and established a new trading ally.
Pedro Alvarez Cabral, 1500 to 1501. King Manuel I sent Pedro Alvarez Cabral on an expedition to India in search of spices and goods. He followed da Gama's route and was the first to see Brazil and claimed it for Portugal.
Christopher Columbus, 1492. One of the most famous explorers is Christopher Columbus for his discovery of the Americas. But he was not trying to find the Americas, instead he was trying to reach Asia by sailing west instead of east.
Columbus almost couldn't go on his journey because he couldn't find anyone to fund it, but he persuaded Spain's Queen Isabella to give him the money he needed for the voyage.
Columbus reached the Americas on the coastline of Cuba, thinking he had reached India in 1492. After returning to Spain with new goods, he took 3 more voyages to the Americas, exploring the Caribbean islands and the Honduras.
Ferdinand Magellan, 1519 to 1521. Ferdinand Magellan sailed west toward the Americas in search of a passageway through the land as a shortcut to Asia. He found what is now called the Strait of Magellan. Though Magellan was killed in the Philippines, one of his ships continued westward toward Spain, becoming the first to complete a full voyage around the earth.
Juan Sebastian Elcano, 1521 to 1522. When Magellan died halfway through his voyage around the world, Juan Sebastian Elcano took over and finished the journey as captain. He became the first to captain a ship that went all the way around the world. In 1525, Juan Sebastian Elcano was made chief pilot on an expedition to claim the Molucca Islands for Spain. The expedition was a failure and Elcano lost his life.
The Treaty of Tordesillas created a line from north to south through the Americas and Atlantic Ocean, splitting control of the new land between Portugal and Spain.
Territories to the east of the line were to be controlled by Portugal. Territories to the west were to be controlled by Spain.
The competition between countries to find new lands and expand their power began an era of exploration, discovering new lands all around the world and claiming them for their country.
Created using Powtoon.